Ajay Argal is the co-head of equity at Birla Sun Life Asset Management. Ajay, as usual, a pleasure to have you.
Good morning.
Before we get into some of the bigger caps, you also have some mid-cap funds and funds that concentrate on looking for perhaps what we define as value. Where are you, fishing for them now? At this point, if we can just kind of kill the noise in the market, where is your focus? Where do you think you can find things that can deliver perhaps a return expectation of 20-25% or more, because that's what people expect out of funds now?
Yeah. And is that irrational enough in this market?
The market has become actually quite stock specific. There are no trends in terms of sectors, neither in terms of the broad market direction. So our focus, which has always been on bottom-up stock picking, is much more on it now in terms of identifying specific stocks. So we see a lot of value in some of the mid caps and maybe even the smaller caps, especially from the value in the dividend yield perspective, which is what you were asking for.
So if you can combine the two, because the fund manager's problem is that he may like some fundamentals, but he's totally dependent on when people give you the money. Usually they give you the money when the flow is strong.
That's true.
So could you identify perhaps two sectors where you think there is value, but really the pipe popper is blowing the right pipe, and so everybody is following, because you need the followers along with the value.
True.
Two sectors where that combination is developing into a potent cocktail, or perhaps is there, or maybe it isn't in any sector for that matter at the moment.
No, that's what I said initially, that it is not really sector specific, but if you want to kind of consolidate into particular sectors, then the two sectors which you're looking for, one is definitely on the construction side. The order flow has started coming again after the lull which happened because of the elections, and especially for the mid-cap companies, that order flows could be very significant percentage of their order books and a significant percentage of the turnover, which would add to the bottom line. Similarly on the capital goods side, though it's a slightly bit early because the capex cycle is just starting, and maybe it will be more evident in the second half of this calendar year. But then these stocks are quite illiquid, so if you want to build a position into them, this is the right time, because when you want when you get total clarity, then you will not get the stocks. So capital good mid-cap stocks, another sector. But again, I would re-emphasize that it's very stock specific. You cannot buy all the mid-caps in these two sectors I mentioned.
What about IT? And the reason I bring up IT is because about 2 to 3 weeks we'll have earnings kick in. What is the expectation? You think all the growth, all the recovery is pretty much in the price and the valuation of these stocks? Because over the last couple of months they haven't done much. You think there's value out there? If not mainline IT, because of the recovery that we're seeing in the US and not perhaps in the UK as much, the mid-cap IT lot perhaps could offer some value?
That's true. IT as well, as if you look at most of the other sectors, a lot of these sectors or the broad market in general is quite fairly discounted for FY11. So now when you're buying, you have to look for a slightly longer term FY12 and beyond. And from that perspective, definitely, as you were earlier mentioning about the Pied Pipers are doing phenomenally well. So it's really the good time to look for the mid-cap stocks even in the IT space. And there is traction in business. The valuation differential is quite decent in mid-caps and large caps. And we have seen in the past that when the IT sector, the business conditions improve, the valuation differential reduces between the mid and the large caps.
Ajay, I wanted to ask you a dichotomy between two sectors who, if I can call the new economy, were basically telecom and IT. IT actually a little older than telecom also. But telecom started to behave rationally. As we started to peak out, telecom stocks started to peak out and started to stabilize. But IT still behaves as if we're going to continue to grow at 40%. 30,000 jobs are going to be added per company, which means they may be employing 10 million people. That's not going to happen. At some point, this game is going to start to change. When is that inflection point, Ajay? Because a lot of people are sitting with a lot of IT stocks, hoping that these guys are going to continue to run on the treadmill at 10 or 12 speed.
No, that's true. The change is happening. The change is always gradual. The change is happening in terms of, if you look at technologies like cloud computing, wherein the companies are trying to make the model more non-linear. So they are trying to change it to less number of people being required. So time to pair
technology, especially if you were taking a long-term bet on it, do you think before the market decides?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, especially relative to the market.
Okay.
If you are taking an absolute call, then it's a different thing. Because in the next 2-3 months the markets may not go anywhere. That is what we feel. So if you're taking an absolute called from that perspective, fine. But if you look at the broad market, the valuations are very similar in all the other sectors as well.
Ajay, let me ask you this. Does this cloud you, and again, Infosys, with all due respect, a great company otherwise, it's the amount of news flow you have to deal with. For an Infosys, it occupies 80% of the mind space in results season. They may report a 2% growth or a 3% growth, and it's 80% of the news. And a stock like that, if it was Hindustan Lever and they reported 2%, it would be a slam dunk. How do institutional investors like yourselves think about these stocks? Because they're really not growing at breakneck speed anymore. I mean, they can talk traction, they can talk employees. These are nice old 2, 3, 6% type of growth companies with very, very sharp PEs valuing them as growth companies.
No, I don't think that's really true. The growth is still in the mid-teens. It's not in the single digits. And that is, don't forget that is in one of the toughest years we have seen in the business conditions of these companies. And going forward, we feel the business conditions is going to improve. And it's always a game of gaining the market share from the US companies, so which continues.
Ajay, we'll let you go at that. Thanks very
you.
much for spending the time and explaining to us your investment ideology at this juncture. Appreciate it.
Well, Tanvir, if you've been wondering a lot about PSUs and you're wondering about what's going to happen to oil company PSUs,